Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of Scrap Mechanic. My name is Lord Payne and today I'm showing you one of my latest creations. And first of all, I just want to wish you all a Happy New Year 2019, and yeah, let's hope this year will bring us some new stuff for Scrap Mechanic, like the survival mode. So yeah, let's go on with my latest creation, which is a hot rod. After making this leaf suspension a few days ago, well, actually I made it a long time ago, but I only uploaded it a few days ago, so I thought I had to make this hot rod using this classic Ford. I think it was a Model A or Type A car. So it's a classic Ford car, an old-timer. So I also always liked this front suspension, and I just had to build it in Scrap Mechanic. So this is how it looks like. It works really good. It doesn't really work as the original suspension in real life, but it's pretty much the same. So let's talk about this car a little bit. So as you can see, it has these two links in the front, the suspension, and it has only one leaf suspension in front. So this also allows the car to move, to flex left and right, as you can see over here, because it has a bearing over there, so it can flex to the left and to the right, as you can see, and it works pretty good. So other than that, it has a 4-cylinder engine with an intake system and these exhaust pipes, and it has a small horn and some retro lights, and yeah, I also mounted these fenders on the front wheels, and yeah, it also has a battery and a gearbox inside. I will show it at the moment. And these door handles, they actually are just for the looks. They don't really do anything. I didn't want to make any doors because that will only cause lag, and yeah, you don't really need doors in Scrap Mechanic. You just get inside like that. So in the back it only has some lights and nothing more than that. I actually wanted to have a fixed rear axle, but that would only cause a bit more lag and you won't really see it. So I just made, let me show you, just a standard suspension, also using the leaf suspensions, and it's just the wheels on the suspension and really nothing more than that. So it also has a bit of logic. I'm using this engine controller just to yeah, it's actually for the roll movement for the front suspension. So as you can see, I have connected the engine controller to these two bearings over here, this one and this one. So this one, the engine controller is only active when the suspension tries to rotate to the left or to the right. So yeah, and I also had to add a small thruster. Yeah, that's just for the fun. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I have the seats from the Sci-Fi mod pack by MJM, and yeah, that's pretty much it. This is how the suspension looks, the front suspension from underneath. So I have to say you can adjust engines if you don't like how it is right now. So actually the version I will upload to the workshop, it will have the front engines on one like this and the rear engines on the fourth light from the top. So this will be yeah, like almost only rear wheel drive. It's just because how Scrap Mechanic works, I had to add a bit of traction on the front wheels or else it will be a bit hard to drive. So yeah, if you want a version that it's not so that drifty and drives a bit more decent, then I recommend to add like at least 2 in the front and 1 less in the back. So pretty much like as it is right now. Yeah, the front suspension, you can make it stiffer if you want the nose to be higher, but I think like this it looks a little bit better if it just goes like that. So yeah, let me show you the interior. Because it's so low, you will see the roof a little bit, but yeah. So it has some instruments, a radio, and it has one switch for the lights. And let me turn that on, and then it has a handbrake that's just for the radio, and the number 3 is horn, and number 4 is for the thruster in the back. That's really strong and you will just fly away right in the moment you press the button, so I won't press it now. I will show you that in a moment. So it also has a small ducky in the back and some toilet paper. Well, you never know. Okay, so this is the car, and let me show you how it drives. So turn on the lights, of course, and we don't need the radio, and press the horn, and let's go for a ride. So as you can see, the front suspension works really good. There's really no problem driving around. It has a bit of the suspension glitch, so it's a bit stabilized. I'm not sure if I want to remove that or not. Sometimes I like that on cars, as long as they still drive well. I think it's better if they are stabilized. But when you get problems with steering, then maybe you should remove the stabilization glitch. So yeah, as I said before, if you want the car more drifty, then you might want to take the front engines down and put the rear engines up like that. So then you can even do some donuts like this. Yeah. Now I don't even have to press a button, because I jumped out of the car with the buttons pressed, so it would have stopped, but as soon as you go back in, it will just start and drift. Okay, so yeah, so this is the drift mode, where you can make you can drift around corners, and as you can see, it drifts a bit too much, but yeah, it's for you to decide how you want it. You just play with the torque on the engines, and you can make it more or less drifty. I really like the front suspension. It's such a pleasure just to watch it move up and down. I don't know why, I love suspensions. Yeah. And I like it that it's so low, and it has such a good size, as you can see. It's like perfect for the small mechanic. Yeah, it's like the perfect size. So I also made another hot rod some time ago, which is pretty much the same size. Let me show it to you. It's different kind of car, but I think it was this one. Yeah, this is a V8 hot rod with a V8 engine, and it's a bit different, but it's pretty much the same size. Maybe this one is a bit smaller, but this one is also drives also really well, and it's already in my workshop if you wanna test it. So yeah, this is my latest creation. I don't know why, but as you can see over here, the front suspension just gets low. I don't know why, it just loses on the strength. I don't know why that happens. It just happens sometimes. If you just drive, it will go back up. Yeah, as you can see now. That happens sometimes. I don't know why that is. Maybe you can help me there. But other than that, it drives really good. So as I said, I will upload this to the workshop, and if you want to take this lowrider for a ride, I hope you like it as much as I do. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today, guys. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you like the car, and I see you next time. Bye bye.